and I will be showing you the chosen students this term 1 for the SLC. We gave a few questions for us to be answering.
I learned a lot in term 1, like math and life labs, also from integers to factoring and finding the x. I also learned that about solving problems that are around us in life labs. The most memorable event that happened in the first term was Buwanang Wika, since that was the first event that happened this year, and we get to wear our Filipinianas and have fun. Since it when we had to present our PowerPoint wearing formal attire, the last assessment, and fixing the PowerPoint, those were the challenging things that happened, because fixing a PowerPoint and making a PowerPoint is pretty hard when it came to life labs, when you have to do the frequency tables and do pie graphs on the surveys that you sent out. That's it. Thanks.
This term 1 is that even though some subjects would be hard to cope up with, all we need to do is to recall the past lessons, do our best, believe in ourselves, and we will achieve good results. My most memorable experience this term was when I was going through hardships understanding a few lessons because I was absent that day. So my friends helped me, taught me everything I have to know, and then they helped me with some activities, and I'm really happy. I really appreciate their help because I've always needed friends like that. My expectations this term 2 is that the subjects will be a lot easier, but at the same time hard, so it will be challenging for me. And I hope that they would have interesting lessons, unique and fun activities too. For the last question, my difficulties this term 1 was in life labs, because I'm a shy type of person and I don't have that large amount of self-confidence when talking in front of people. Well, I managed to get up to the point wherein I asked myself, what good will it do to me if I'd act like a scaredy cat when reporting? So I managed to overcome this fear and I'm glad about it.
Term 1, I've learned a lot in all the subjects, especially math and science, because those are my favorite subjects, from finding the value of x to solving word problems, including physics. For me, the most memorable moments would probably be the time when we had Buwanang Wika, because first of all, it was our first ever event that happened in school, and we get to wear our Filipiniana costumes. So for the upcoming second term, I'm expecting a lot, actually. More challenges to come and challenges to faces, and more difficult things to do and responsibilities to face. The most difficult challenge for me would probably be the time when I was answering all of the summative assessments during math, because I really had a hard time and handling life labs, because being one of the leaders is a difficult task to do. That's all.
What have you learned in term 1? I learned how to work in a team and finish a task efficiently. Most memorable experience in term 1 for me is Buwanang Wika, because all of us had a lot of fun. What do you expect in term 2? I expect to gain more knowledge, and I hope our lessons are more easier than first term. Most difficult experience for me is life labs, because all of us face a lot of challenges, and at least we did everything.
What I have learned in term 1, I learned multiple choice ways to make an impact in and out of the classroom. So my expectations in this term 2 are I expect to get high grades and lead my classmates with me. So I the difficult challenge I've encountered are disciplining my classmates and telling them to behave in assessments in math and science. So the most memorable experience in term 1 is when we surprised our advisor, Miss Manalo. For Teachers Month, we gave gifts, letters, and other things to her which made her really happy.
I've learned in term 1, well, there's a lot. Like in science, I learned different things. In other subjects, I discover new things. In math, I learn rational expressions, special products, and polynomials and such. My most memorable experience in term 1 would probably be Linggo ng Wika, because our teacher, Miss Manalo, told us to make things like short story or a poem or comic strip. So me and my friend Atasha made a poem, and I was really happy because our work was featured in the exhibit, so I think that was really unforgettable. So what I expect in term 2 is more activities, like fun activities, less stress, especially in life labs, and I also hope that I could get the math lessons even though it's hard. And the most difficult experience in term 1 would probably be the end term test, because even though there's only 5 subjects to review, it's still hard, like to memorize the formulas, the words and such. So yeah.
I learned a lot of things this term 1 in APEC, especially in academics. But what struck me the most is that despite their diverse backgrounds, people can relate with each other extremely well.
One of the memorable events that happened this term was Buwan Wika, which we were able to tap on our artistic side by making Filipino poems and short stories. In this term too, I expect a lot of learning opportunities and challenges to come, and students to bond with each other, especially in sports fest and this upcoming club meetings.
The most memorable event was probably Buwan ng Wika. I could remember almost everybody was wearing either Barot Saya or a Barong Tagalog. Expectations. I expect that term 2 would be a lot more difficult than term 1, but it would probably be 2 times more fun than last time. Some difficult challenges I had for term 1 was the end of term test and the final summative assessment for life labs. They may be hard, but we were able to finish and pass it. Okay. Then, I have learned a lot of things this term 1, just like the polynomials and rational expressions in math, or the laws of motion and or energy in science. Okay, that's it.